A little bit of pushing and shoving as they come off the line, which is always good in middle distance running. A little bit of physicality as Mendes just pushes away to the front there, which is very well done. So we're just going to settle out now. Try and pick up who's leading. Mendes definitely in second position, and I think Clark. Now we see Bremner. She doesn't mind getting out early and pushing the pace. But yeah, decent start here for this C. You can see the taller figure of Rogers just sitting midfield at the moment. The smaller of the Sandringham runners here, Lenny Hartley, she's moving nicely. Julie Norney just sitting at the back of the pack, the more experienced runner in this field. But let's see what Julie does over those concluding laps. So a decent opening lap here for this C race. It's like Mendes moving forward nicely, but it's Freya Brown leading the way. Clark to the outside of her. So it's Brown. On the inside there, you've got Partridge. To the outside of her, Clark. Then Bremner, Rogers and Mendes. And also Kays. So 4 of the Essendon girls virtually running together. So Freya Brown leading the way from Mentone. Setting a very good pace. Partridge, she's got Clark's company at the moment. Rogers moving beautifully down the back straight now. We're seeing Mendes make her move and going past the 2 shorter of the Essendon runners there in Bremner and also Kays. So a nice line of 5 at the moment, slight gap then to 6 and 7, then a gap back to 8, 9 and 10. I think Winger in that 10th position at the moment. Arabella East, she's just sitting there in about 11th, 12th position. So Nornie's still at the rear of the field, but still a lot of running to be done in this women's C mile. So Freya Brown just been overtaken now. Looks like Partridge going to take her turn out front. She has done a little bit of leading earlier, so Grace Partridge from Sandringham. Impressed by Rogers at the moment. She's positioned herself nicely. Mendes is just following in her teammates' footsteps, and it's got Clark on the rails. Bremner and also Kays are back in this. Sweeney now trying to make her way through. You've then got Winger in next position. But out front, it is Grace Partridge from Sandringham, now being chased by Ali Rogers. Bit of a gap then, and we've got Mendes and Clark. Clark looking good down the back straight and just edging alongside and going past Jennifer Mendes. Bremner and Kays running together. Brown in next position, now McSweeney overtaking her. Gap then to Winger. So no change out front, they'll be coming around. Just over 500 metres to go. Rogers looking strong. Partridge has been brave in this race and really setting the pace up. Clark now clearly in third. Mendes in fourth. Now the field's starting to come back together again. There's still a few players here. McSweeney, the big mover over that third lap. So Marianne McSweeney, another one of our experienced runners, she's moving herself into fourth. So a lot of hometown support here for Rogers. Now we're seeing Kays just coming alongside Mendes. Brendan's just starting to move through. Winger alongside Brown. Also moving nicely, Millicent Fraser just drawing in there on Lenny Hartley. Arabella East, she's got 1 lap to go. Let's get behind the young lady as she heads into that last 400 metres. But lots of excitement here. McSweeney's in third position, just ahead of Clark. I think Kay's in next position. That's been a good run from her. Then Mendes, but out front, it is stride by stride. It's going to be Grace Partridge and also Ali Rogers. Will they just urge themselves forward? Gee, that's impressive by Partridge. She just surged again. So Rogers got a bit of work to do because Partridge has gone up another gear. I reckon up another 2 gears. and really starting to put the foot down as she comes round the home bend or into the home straight now. So Grace Partridge might be rewarded here with a C grade win here, but Rogers is back again. The Essendon crowd are starting to go crazy here. Partridge going wide in the lane, making it hard for Rogers to pass. Partridge goes up again, will be rewarded with a win here. Grace Partridge, she'll take it, 5.20. Partridge gets a great run for Rogers. Mendes finishes like a train in third, then Clark, McSweeney. Next one up there was Kays. Freya Brown comes home strongly over the top of Bremner. Winger in next position, then Hartley. Next up then will be Fraser. Julie Norney right next to her as they finish. And let's get behind Arabella East, one of the younger competitors in the field. And she'll be completing the field here in the women's C mile race.